It seems like Gelato have jumped on the price train, but they haven't joined companies like Redbubble and TeePublic. No, they're following the footsteps of companies like Printful. This is great news for us. For a while now, Gelato have been in my top 3 for print-on-demand companies for 2 main reasons. 1, their shipping network is incredible. And 2, their printing quality is good enough for print-on-demand. This video isn't sponsored or anything. I just like to share news when I hear about it, good news or bad news. I'm happy to say this time it's good news. Now, if you don't know what Gelato is, I'm not talking about soft ice cream, even though that's what a lot of people think. I'm talking about a print-on-demand supplier similar to Printful, Printify, and Awkward Styles. You don't have a shop when you use Gelato. Instead, you connect it to your Shopify store, your Etsy store, your WooCommerce store, something like that. And Gelato is no small company either. They have 130 production partners across 32 countries, which is why their shipping is so superior. I've also made a handful of videos on Gelato testing out their t-shirts, their hoodies, their posters, and various other products. All of those videos will be linked down below so you can check out if Gelato is a company that you want to work with. Unfortunately, a lot of people are losing hope in the print-on-demand business model, and quite rightly so. It's getting very saturated. Companies are charging more and more every single day, and our profit margins are just shrinking and shrinking. But every so often, a company does something good, something to support sellers like you and me. And when this happens, it makes you realize that the print-on-demand business model is a viable one, and succeeding isn't as hard as we might have thought. So, Gelato, they have seen what Printful did with their prices, and they have responded. Let's take a look at the email. So they say, thanks to exponential growth, Gelato is able to decrease prices on wall art and apparel, up to 40% shipping price reduction on apparel for Sweden and Denmark, up to 40% apparel production price reduction on various products in the EU, United States, United Kingdom, and Canada. 20% production on frame posters, 40% shipping price reduction, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the reduced rates are already active and apply to all eligible orders. You can view the updated pricing here. This is amazing. Hopefully, I mean, we don't know, but hopefully Printful sees this and then they respond, and then Awkward Style sees it and then they respond, and it just becomes an all-right pricing war between the print-on-demand companies, which for you and me, that's amazing. But anyway, let's have a look at their updated pricing and see if it's actually anything good. So first things first, I don't know why they've done this, but everything is in euros. Regardless of whether or not they're talking about the US pricing or the UK pricing or Canada pricing, they're always showing it in euros. It's annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. So with the US, the normal unisex t-shirt has gone from €9.31 to €8.60. That's pretty good. It's not amazing. It's what, 70 cents. It's okay. In the UK, €9.14 to €7.64. So that's more of a significant drop. And then in Canada, it went from €9.31 to €8.90. Again, not really much to call home about. The EU is where it's at. It's gone from €8.60 to €5.94. So that is, I think that's the biggest element of this update, which is kind of annoying if you think about it, because the biggest market is America, maybe the UK, maybe certain countries in Europe, but this pricing isn't even all of Europe. It's mainly Spain, and Spain isn't the biggest print-on-demand market. So yes, it's great that they've reduced their prices, but like they haven't really done much for their US audience. So even though it seems like Gelato have jumped on the bandwagon of reducing prices, they still need to catch up quite a bit. Their price changes have mainly affected those people in Europe, making them one of the cheapest companies to use in Europe. But if we focus on the US, Gelato still have quite a mountain to climb if they want to compete. The cheapest base price item for a t-shirt is $8.78 on Gelato, which actually makes them the most expensive out of Printful, Printify, and Awkward Styles. That in itself is kind of annoying, and I hope they rectify that and maybe have a bit of a price reduction in those places, just like Printful did. But all in all, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to share good news with as many people as possible. There's a lot of bad news about print on demand at the moment coming out, and whenever there is an opportunity to create a video just sharing good news, I want to jump on that. As I said, hopefully this allows us to sit back, eat our popcorn, and watch a pricing war between Awkward Styles, Printify, Printful, and Gelato. Because who knows, if that does happen, it only benefits us, which is great. It will also benefit our customers, but it does mean that we are able to make slightly more profit. Let me know in the comments down below which company you would like me to do an extensive review on. I already have a review in the works around Spreadshop, testing their product quality, their shipping, their website, everything, and that should hopefully be coming out really, really soon. But if there's someone else you want to see, let me know. For now, if you haven't seen Printful's new prices, then I highly recommend checking this video out because their prices will actually dramatically help you and increase your bottom line. So check that video out now to see what you can do if you start using Printful.